Wow. Recently, there just has been a lot of, criticism of Sha'Carri, a lot of disrespect of her. And I think people are just now realizing her greatness, but she has been great for years. She has been breaking records for years. She has not had the mainstream media attention. She hasn't became a household name until recently. But this is a girl that's been putting in work in the state of Texas before she even had the possibility of becoming an Olympian, before she even had the possibility of breaking records that, no one could ever see being broken. In the state of Texas alone, she is an 8-time state champion. 8 times. That means how many times? 8 times she's a state champ. Anybody that's played any sport, whether it's football, basketball, soccer, obviously like the three most popular sports in the world, or maybe in the United States to say that, it's hard to win one state championship. Think of any sport. Think of the highest level, the pinnacle of any sport, and that's a championship. That's what you strive for. So for her to win that 8 times in the state of Texas, Texas is one of the biggest states. I think it's the biggest state in the United States. If I'm not wrong, that is a hard accomplishment to do. This is before she ever got to LSU, before she got to Olympic trials. An 8-time state champion. She's a junior Olympics champion, a junior bronze medalist, Pan American junior champion. This is all 2016 and 18. She's been putting in work. And out of high school, some of you guys don't know, they rank the best people in sports. Whatever the sport that is, coming out of high school, especially in the United States, they rank you against your peers. And against her peers, other females, because people have been trying to question whether or not she is even a female, which I find highly just disrespectful, because anytime there's a great male athlete, no one questions their gender. If a female isn't having success in certain sports, no one's questioning their gender at all. It's just when you see sports like track and others, you see a female having success, they say, oh, they question her gender. You see it with Serena Williams in tennis. What do people always try to say? They try to always question whether or not she's a female. Sha'Carri has been a female. She is a female coming out of high school. Look at this. Check this out. She was the number 2, according to MileSplit. She was the number 2 overall recruit in the class of 2018. So she was considered the second best female in the United States coming out of high school. And now MileSplit is not the only site that ranks athletes, because MileSplit is in the United States is one of the most popular outlets. They cover a lot of sports, especially track and field, and they've been following her for the longest. According to Flow Track, she was the number 1 sprint recruit in the class of 2018. That's when LSU came calling. LSU saying, you know what? I'm going to go to Dallas, Texas, and why not recruit her? She ended up going to LSU, and at LSU, she only grew bigger. And this is when she started coming on the scene in the United States before she really got global. And then once she got to LSU, she was a 3-time SEC champion in the 100, the 200, the 4x1. What is she right now talking about? What has she been one of the top at in the world right now? The 100. What are they possibly saying? If this suspension, she does her 30 days, it's possible she can come back and run the 4x1 relay. She's a 3-time champ at that. On top of that, she's a 4-time All-American. And to become an All-American in the United States in any sport is very difficult, because this is not something that everyone gets. You can be a player of the year in your conference, but to be an All-American, you are the best of the best in the United States at the collegiate level, and she's a 4-time All-American. And on top of that, she was the SEC Track Freshman of the Year. People were not putting respect on her name, and she's been putting in work. She's a Texas legend. On top of that, an LSU legend, and she has a possibility to become a global icon. She's a household name. And then in 2019, she also got Outdoor Track Athlete of the Year. Of the year. Come on, man. Y'all got to stop playing with her, man. She's different. She made a mistake. But to question her gender is like really messed up. To question her character is really messed up. She made a mistake, but she owned up to it. We got to respect her name. At LSU alone, she's number 1 in the 100. She's number 2 in the 200. Number 3 in the 4x1 relay. And number 9 in the 60 meters. She has posters all through there. And on top of that, she's becoming someone that people look up to. And I hate that when it's a black person or any person of color that has any success, people try to bring them down. We need to support everybody and just keep supporting her. She's going to come back stronger, and she's going to come for a gold medal. She will win multiple gold medals one day. She's shown it since high school. In AAU, she's showed it. She's going to win. First place finishes follow her. And that's going to be nothing different once she gets to the Olympics. Whether it's now or 2024, she's only 21 years old. She is becoming and has the possibility to become a global icon. She's a household name. She is going to be doing this track stuff, dominating the world for years to come. This is only the beginning. 21 years old. So much potential that's not even unlocked yet. People just need to put some respect on her name. Because she is one of one. And like she said, I am human.